Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift came out back in 2006. Stars Lucas Black, Bow Wow, Brian T, and Sung Kang, and it tells the story of a teenager becoming a major competitor in the world of drift racing after moving in with his father in Tokyo to avoid a jail sentence in America. Now, this is yet again another film that I have not seen in this franchise up until this viewing, and I was excited to check it out. I knew that it was a bit of change of pace, and it was set in Tokyo, and I was interested to see what it was all about. And it's yet again another Fast and the Furious movie. I don't really have much to say otherwise, and it was fun. The opening car race is a lot of fun. I really was actually having a really good time with it. I didn't expect to enjoy it as much as I did, but the opening car race is pretty awesome. I did find it a little too hard to believe that Lucas Black was a high schooler. It seemed a bit too much, and I think the biggest flag that I got from the film, even 12 minutes in, is that it jumps from the US to Tokyo very quickly. Now moving to Tokyo, it's a quick transition from him in the police station to now in Tokyo he's on a plane to Tokyo. So it was very quick, and it's a big red flag for me. It felt way too rushed. The movie luckily doesn't do that too often, but immediately when I saw that, I was like, whoa, what are we doing here? We need to pump the brakes a little bit. I really enjoyed the addition of Han. I think he's a really good character, and I know that he does come back in Fast 9, so I'm excited to see him in the newest film coming this June. And he was a good character. I think he was a good fill-in for that kind of Paul Walker role. Another film without Vin Diesel, and now a film without Paul Walker. So you need two leads to fill in the role, and I think they did an okay job. You can't really capture that energy that Paul Walker and Vin Diesel brought, but I think that Sung Kang was a good addition, and I liked the character of Han. I not so much on the other end though. I did not like Lucas Black's character. He felt very thin, and I literally couldn't give a shit about him. There's pretty just weak performances all around. The movie really lacks from poor writing. I think that's what really held it down for me personally. And the poor writing really shows in Lucas Black's character. It's, again, a very thin character and doesn't really have much to offer. So it was hard to really care for him. And especially when you get a very little backstory with him and he's just kind of moved in with his dad, there's really no reason for him to really... He's not a main character. He felt as if he were a side character, and I really wanted to see more from Han, actually. I wish that Han was actually the main protagonist instead of Lucas Black, but with what we got, I think he was fine. I just wish that there was a little bit more to his character, or I just wish we could have gotten a little bit more of Han. Enjoyed the Tokyo setting. I think it was a good change of pace. They didn't really use it to its advantage. I think they could have really done a really fun job with it. This movie really feels like a spin-off. It doesn't really feel like a continuation of the franchise. You're only 3 movies in, but I think this franchise, it found its footing and then it kind of lost it with this one. I just wish it used that Tokyo setting a little bit better, because you really have a lot to work with. It's Tokyo, and it's a lot of bright lights, a lot of cool cities, and you could have really used it to your advantage, and unfortunately they really didn't. It feels as if there's a bit too much going on at certain points throughout the movie, and I wish it was a bit more straightforward. Towards the second act, and a antagonist is introduced into the movie, and I really felt that that's where the movie started to drag down for me. You have the subplot with Brian T owing money to the antagonist, and it really didn't work for me. I felt that it was, again, really rushed. This movie didn't really feel like it had time to give all that it was trying to go for. I wish it was just toned down a little bit more, and I wish that it wasn't trying to put so much on our plates. Again, I really just want this franchise to just have a good time, and this movie does have a good time, but it gets a little too carried away with trying to bog us down with a lot of plot. I I can settle with a thin plot if I have fun action. But when you have fun action and then a pretty kind of heavy-handed plot, they don't really mesh well together. And that's what this movie really fell short for me. I'm going to give The Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift a C-. Like I said, not the best in the franchise, but this franchise hasn't really stood out to me. And I'm hoping that it does stand out a little bit more. And I'm looking forward to continuing reviewing these movies for you guys. Thank you again so much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, do give it a like and subscribe if you haven't already. In the description, all my socials, Instagram, Letterboxd, Twitter, all that will be in the description. So if you want to go follow me over there, go check it out. Thank you guys again so much for watching. My name is Ben. People call me Meter. Look out for more reviews coming soon, and I'll see you guys later.